How to become unreadable by using the twitch. Now, if you don't know what twitch is, it's a type of body feign that I explained in the previous video. So if you don't understand it, please go back and watch the previous video. That's going to be linked either in the comments or right here. So let's get going. So firstly, to practice, we're going to start without the ball just to work on our steps. We have one cone that's going to be directly in front of me, and I might start maybe about 8 to 10 yards away from the cone. And we're going to start from directly behind the cone, but we'll also be working in different angles, which I can start from my left or from my right as well. Very, very simple. We're not going to go at full speed towards the cone. We'll be lightly jogging towards it, and then once we get to about this point, you have to act and think as if that cone is the defender. So we're just going to give that twitch or twitch steps, which is going to be, in my case, mostly left, right, left steps. So you come here, it's going to be there. So all we are trying to do is, once we get to this point, we'll have quick steps in, and it's a sudden kick off the ground to change the direction, whether it is to your left or to your right, but there's going to be slight movement of your shoulders. In my case, it's going to be left, right, left, and then kick off the right foot here to change the direction. You are becoming slightly stiff almost, so you get that little slight delay up in the air, and then go there. So we don't necessarily have to sprint far. All we're trying to achieve here is going to be, can I get my steps in? Can I go from 0 to 100, almost what feels like 100 for the defender? So can I go from 0 to that 100 in a sharp motion? So another way to practice this is, you can be static here and then go from 0 to a sudden movement. This is all we're trying to achieve at the moment, just to get our steps in. If you want, I can go double. If you want, we can also give a little spin as well. You can work on multiple steps to go to whichever direction that you want to go. The next step is going to be working from the side, so you're approaching in an angle. Now the key thing here is going to be, because we're working directly facing the cone or slash the defender, we were able to just step and then go out. But now, because we're approaching in an angle, we slightly have to think a little bit more about our body shape, our hip orientation in this case. So what I'm going to do is, as I approach the cone here, as I make my little twitch or shuffle steps, I'm going to slightly open up my hips, which is going to make the defender think I might possibly exit to my right. But in this case, it's going to be, as you approach, there, open up my hips this way to my right, and about maybe in relation to the cone, it'll be about 45-degree angle. So right as you open the hips, from this point, you're going to make the steps, and on the final step, right after the final step, when you kick off the right foot, you're going to turn your hips, having you exit to your left. Now the little detail is going to be making sure that you're not actually going from one static pace, steady pace, to not much of a change. As you approach the cone, you want to try and come to a full stop. And then right from that point, as you rotate your shoulders, that's going to be the cue for you to be really explosive. Now I've got a severe inefficiency approaching from my left, cutting to my right, but let's take a look. So the next stage is going to be for us to introduce the ball. It's the same step. You can directly approach the ball from behind, but in our case, just to speed things up a little bit, we're gonna actually approach from an angle. And in my case, my favorite part about this is going to be approaching from my right side, coming to my left, and then exiting to my left. So key thing here is going to be, can you dribble slowly and then come to a sudden pause and then create an explosive steps to get out. Also remember to create a slight opening of the hips. That way we can sell the defender to the opposite side, and then we exit to the direction that we want to get out. And obviously we can't be a one-tool player, so we've got to practice using the same steps. Can you create variations to come out the other way, or even turn around, or even sail one more time to exit to the same direction? So let's practice. Okay, so the next exercise is quite simple. I've got two first cones here, and then the next two cones are slightly wider. And then obviously, right behind them are the goals that I'm trying to play the passes to. So these are my teammates or my targets that I'm trying to find my passes. Sadly, I don't have a friend, so I'm using a rebounder. And if you want to help me out, if you want to be my friend, please subscribe. Okay, so I'm gonna play the pass, I'll get the ball back. Now the challenge here is going to be for me to kill the ball. I want to kill the ball so that the ball is paused, just like how I explained about the twitch moves in the previous video. So we kill the ball here, and we're gonna act as if this right here is my defender. So we're in a kind of standoff situation here. I'm going to work on my twitch. I'll exit either side. And obviously, those who know how to do this move, you know after the twitch, it's actually quite easy for you to give a nutmeg. So that's something that you can do as well. But essentially, this is your defender. You give a little twitch move, you exit, and then we'll find a pass immediately. Right, now I've done a couple exits and passes. We're actually going to approach, we're going to beat the first defender, and then we'll dribble, approach the second defender, and then we'll make the pass. So we're learning how to shake or using the twitch twice and try and connect the skills so that way it's rather seamlessly done. So there you have it. Rather than making this video as an explanations of different techniques or skill sets, it's more of a tutorial or frame sets of exercises that you can utilize the skills that you have already equipped. And then this exercise or exercises will help you to seamlessly connect different types of movements for you to achieve high performance.